Hi there, Libra. How are you guys doing? I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Anisa from the Inner Stereo. This is going to be your love general messages as a general reading, so the rules might get reversed or it may or may not resonate with you. And if this reading resonates with you, there's going to be a link down in the description box below for a personal reading with me, okay? So in this reading, Libra, it's going to be a you versus them format. I'm going to be pulling a card about who is it that we're going to be talking about today and what their current energy is like, your challenges, past, present, future from both parties, and we're going to clarify them. And I'm also going to be pulling some advice card for you by the end of the session, okay? I feel that in this present moment in Libra, you guys are kind of like keen or wanting to hear something of a good news from this person. It's either you want to hear the circumstances now is aligning so that you could both be together, or things are going to be easier for you, or you're keen on hearing, you know, some changes from this part. But there's something here that you are waiting on hearing that you would really, really love to hear. However, this person's current energy, they have the Four of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and also the Nine of Cups. Keep in mind that I do pay attention to the positioning of the cards. But the thing is that I feel that this person knows that it is your biggest wish fulfillment. They know that them, you know, compromising or them settling down or them committing to you, giving you what you want is your biggest wish fulfillment. However, I feel that there is a sense of them deliberately not really wanting to do that in this present moment. We're going to clarify why that is, okay? So in the past, they have the Two of Swords and also the Knight of Pentacles. From your side, you have the Four of Wands and you also have the Empress. There is a very attracting type of energy that you were exhibiting in the past, and I feel that this connection at some point in time really made you feel beautiful. It was kind of like a connection that you feel that, you know what, although both of us, you know, are different in so many ways, but I feel very connected with this person. This person, however, in the past, they were the Two of Swords. They were kind of like quite undecided about what is it that they wanted to do when it comes to this connection. However, they're like, okay, although I haven't decided yet, although I don't know what are my true intentions when it comes to this connection yet, what I'm going to be doing is, you know, the Knight of Pentacles. I'm just going to have unwavering devotions and loyalty towards Libra. But again, Knight of Pentacles is a non-forward moving card, so I feel that there was less movement or they were being quite passive in the past. Now in this present moment, they have the Three of Cups and also the Three of Wands. From your side, you have the Page of Wands and you also have the Wheel of Fortune. There is something here that they're going to be communicating or they're going to be expressing or they're going to be alluding, you know. Communication can happen explicitly or implicitly, but there's something here about them showing you. Well, the thing is that the thing that they're showing you is not really something that you're expecting to hear, because what you're expecting to hear is this, right? As I said earlier, some changes, things going in your favor, circumstances now that is aligning, just some good news that you're very keen on hearing. But they're very comfortable with you, just so you know, Libra, okay? Because the Three of Cups just talks about comfort. You know how it is, right? A relationship where two people can be best friend with one another. There's that sense of, you know, you're very familiar for me. You're very comfortable for me and everything like that. But I feel that at this present moment, that's where they kind of like wants to keep this connection at. Now, in the future, from their side, they have the Death card and also the Tower. From your side, you have the Chariot and you also have the Two of Pentacles in upright position. I feel that this sense of yours or this energy of yours of, you know, thinking that this is something that you're looking forward to, that you want to move forward to, wanting to hear, you know, good things from them, is going to change in the future, because I feel that what you guys are going to be doing in the future is you're going to go back into being the Libra that you guys are, where, you know what, let's keep things in balance. Let me think about it. Let me reconsider this. Is this truly something that I want? So when you are in that energy, again, energy leaks, you know, no matter how much you're trying to hide it, energy just leaks. People can feel your energy all the time. And because of that, that is going to be a little bit of a slap in the face for them, because the changes that you guys are going to be doing in the future is something that they didn't predict. It's something that they didn't wow, I never expected Libra to have this kind of stance. I never expected Libra to have this type of energy. Will a transformation happens in the future with the death card here? We will see. We're going to clarify, okay? One of the biggest challenges within this connection is the Five of Swords and also the Sun card. One person in this relationship is focusing solely on their own happiness and not the happiness of the two. Keep in mind that relationship, as you can see with the cards of like the Ten of Cups and also the Ten of Pentacles, right? And the differences they have with, let's say, for instance, the Sun or the Nine of Cups or the Nine of Pentacles is very different, because the Ten of Pentacles or the Ten of Cups, you would have two people. But with the cards that I mentioned previously, you only have one person. So with here is that I feel that the decisions that this person is making in this present moment when it comes to this connection has always been focused on self instead of relationship. And that's kind of like one of the things that hinders this connection from progressing to the way that you wanted it to be. Okay, now let's get into your reading, Libra, and start clarifying them. So I want to clarify this Page of Wands from your side first. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Libra, expectation is the root of resentment, because, I've learned, many years that you cannot expect anything from people, because I feel that there is an expectation here coming from your side about, because this person, you feel that this person has always been kind of like quite, Four of Swords, not really caring, not really stressing out over the connection, being a bit of an avoidant, I would say. And you truly want to get something out of this person. You want them, you're expecting them to give you some sort of clarity, stability, trustworthiness, or reliability to you, or some sort of help. But again, expecting things from people, that is kind of like one of the recipe of getting hurt. This is how you view yourself at this present moment, the Eight of Swords. I don't know what is going on with you guys, but I feel that your self-esteem right now is not at your best. You're kind of like quite expecting this person to free you from this Eight of Swords that you guys are in. From, I don't know, the desperations or some place that you don't like it to be. And you're expecting it from this person. This kind of like mindset, again, is going to be a mindset that is going to hurt you down the line. And why am I saying this? Is because you're the only person who can free yourself from this. Just so you know. Expecting another person to help you free yourself from this, again, if you're expecting it from the wrong person or from the person who doesn't have your best intention at heart, could lead to hurt, could lead to pain. Let's clarify from their side. Now, is there something in them, within them, that actually think that this has the potential to be something that is good, long-term, and sustainable? Yeah, they do. But they keep it to themselves. I feel that it's kind of like one of the problem with different of love languages, I would say. Me, for example, one of my love languages is word of affirmation, and it's going to be a bit of difficult situation if I were not to be in a relationship with someone who has some love language as I do, right? And this is similar to you. There is that fondness. There is that, yeah, I do see Libra as being my, potentially being my stable force and everything like that, but they keep it to themselves. They just keep it to themselves. They want things that are light. They would like to offer something towards you when you are in this position, the Nine of Pentacles. Not so attached, only attached to either material things or your independence, your financial freedom. Let's clarify the future. Because look at this, right? The differences. This is what they're running away from, and this is what they want to come towards. Or this is something that they do not want to invest in at this present moment, the Ten of Pentacles, right? A family, a relationship that is functioning for the benefit of both people. This is what you want. I know, I understand, right? But this is something that they're not really keen on investing at this present moment. What is it that they are keen on investing at this present moment? This one. You see the differences, right? As I mentioned earlier, the differences between the 9 and the 10. When you're just so focused on yourself, because they're also focused on themselves, when you're focusing on your own money, on your own well-being, instead of focusing on both of well-being, or maybe if you have children, focusing on the children, they don't want to do it right now. Okay, let's clarify the future. Let me put this back again. Let's clarify the chariot from your side here in the future, Libra. You will eventually get your wish fulfillment. The table will finally turn eventually in the future. But there is some changes that is going to cause it to happen. Okay, so the chariot clarified by the Hangman, the 9 of Pentacles, and also the 8 of Swords. I feel that there's going to be a point in time where you guys are going to be so done of waiting around. You guys are going to be so done of trying to look into the other person's perspective or to be a relationship person that you guys are going to force yourself to be what? The 9 of Pentacles. What they were expecting of you. But little do they know that if you are in this position, it means that you guys are not going to be as considerate, not going to be as compromising, not going to be as a relationship-minded person that you guys were. Now, there's something here that I would also like to stress out, is because the 9 of Pentacles is also accompanied by the 8 of Swords right next to it. What I need to remind you of, or what I need to advise you to become in the future, Libra, is it's good for you to be focusing on your own self. It's good, but not when you're trying to run away, trying to run away from this. Fake it until you make it, that's good. But try to do it in a moderate way, because if not, then I do see you indulging yourself into things that you may regret later just because you are in a flee mode, or you are in a trying to run away from my emotions and my thought mode. Okay, just be careful about that. I love your energy. Just try to do it in a moderate way. Now, when you do that, when you guys are focusing a lot more on your own well-being, on your own wealth, on your own career, on your own business, on your own independence, that's when you guys are becoming very attractive for them, because that was their intention in the present moment, right? I'm going to come over to Libra when they're in the state of the 9 of Pentacles. Now that in the future, when you guys are the 9 of Pentacles, they're going to be like, okay, you're attractive. I'm happy to see you that way. I want to offer you my unwavering devotions and loyalty towards you, but it's probably going to be rejected again because I said, little do they know that if you guys are being the Nine of Pentacles, then you're not going to be as considerate. You're not going to be as relationship minded. You're not going to be as compromising anymore. You're not going to be as warmth anymore. So there is that extreme, like it's either I care or I don't care. It's either I care about the relationship or I care about myself. And I think they didn't thought about it thoroughly. Not in the past, not even in the now, okay? So in the future, they have the Magician, the Ten of Wands, and also the Star card in that proposition. I feel that eventually that changes from you will be the correct slap or the correct whip for them to start wanting to make it work with you, because now you are attractive. So there's going to be a sudden changes from them. Okay, I'm going to work it out. I'm going to put my hardest effort. I'm going to be putting like a lot of hard work into this connection, because I do see you now as my wish fulfillment. You are attractive, right? However, in the future, you don't trust it that much. You're waiting for that still. It's not as easy to move on. And if you're single and ready to mingle, I do feel that there's going to be someone new in the future that is coming in, offering you some sort of a healthy love. And I do feel that in the future, if you are open to it, if you're open to someone new, you guys are going to be a bit torn about, should I choose the past or should I choose, what's in it for me in the future? However, if and only if you guys are not single and ready to mingle, or you don't want to move on from this person, I feel that it's, again, what you're waiting for from this person is different than what they're actually giving it to you. It could be a different of love language, or it could be entirely because of the different of personality whatsoever, but it's just going to be different, because I do see this person putting effort, but you're like waiting, okay, so where is your effort? But for them, they're making effort, but like, where is the effort? Where is the effort? It's similar to, again, people who have, luckily I have active service as my love language as well, but I do have a friend of mine whose sole love language is word of affirmation and physical touch. And then her husband is purely active services. She never feel loved because she doesn't get what she need. This is a similar thing here. You are waiting something from this person, and although this person is putting in the effort, you don't feel as if like they're making effort, because it's not what you need. It's not what you desire. Okay. Now, and I also keep in mind, Libra, is that I don't believe that tarot could predict the future in just like that, because the future is never set in stone. Okay. Tarot is all about causal energy. So you need to be in the state of the Nine of Pentacles in order for this to happen. Okay. If you're still at the face of the Eight of Swords, or I don't know, the Four of Swords or the Ten of Swords, where you're just depressed, just sad all the time and not really focusing and taking care of your own well-being, this is not going to happen. You would need to be at the stage of the Nine of Pentacles in order for this to happen. Okay. Okay, now let's pull some advice card for you guys. One more. Okay, so you have the Page of Cups, you have the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Moon card, and you also have the Four of Cups in that proposition. Libra, I feel that with this experience, there's something here about this experience that you need to start learning from. What is it that you have done with this connection that you felt is like an oopsie? I tried to give something that is genuine here, but whoops, it fell. Not in the directions in which I wanted it to be. What is it that you can learn from it? Okay. And I feel that rather than waiting and waiting and waiting all the time, it's time for you guys to harvest. I feel that one of the reasons why you're in a state where you're like I'm expecting something, I'm expecting clarity, I'm expecting movement, I'm expecting this from this person, has a lot to do because you are afraid of making your own conclusion when it comes to this connection. It's healthy for us to conclude by the way that the other person behaved or by the way that the other person is acting. Let's say, for instance, someone ghosted you. Okay, you don't need to wait for clarity like, why is it that he's ghosting me? No, he ghosted you. Let that be a closure. Find closure within yourself. You don't need another person to do it for you. Okay? And next time when things are bleak, or when you enter a situation where it's very, very mysterious, where it's so confusing, where it's so painful, I would say, try to not live through that. You have choices. You have choices. You do have choices. Every time you enter situations where you feel that, okay, why is it such a mystery? Why is it so shrewd? Why is it so confusing? You have a choice to actually reject that. Okay? So I think that is it for my reading for you here, Libra. I hope that you find tons and tons of clarity that you've been looking for. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week for another weekly reading. All right, bye-bye, guys. Have a great day. I love you.